Talk about the Travis Scott concert or play crab game. As far as the Travis Scott concert goes, I only know extremely surface level stuff. Like really, really surface level. I know it's a tragedy, and I hate that people are referring to it like it's drama. It's like, Travis Scott apology video. Travis Scott just got into beef. Dude, it was an actual travesty where like 8 people died in his concert, and people are talking about it like it's petty drama, and I find that really weird. I don't know the details, but I do know my most favoriteest, trustest news source of all time that will be able to give me the information I require. The only trusted news site of the modern era.
Last night, Travis Scott's Astroworld concert was a disaster.
There it is.
8 people died, 300 others were injured, and 11 of them suffered cardiac arrest.
God damn.
I first heard the news while streaming,
Holy crap.
and I didn't even know what the fuck to think. It was so baffling. Just an absolutely horrible situation all around. When I first heard about the 11 cardiac arrest victims,
Bro.
I didn't even know what the fuck could have
How does
caused
that
that. I
even
thought
happen?
Light had gotten a hold of the death note and just started writing people's names in
Oh
it
my
at
God.
random.
This man takes a terrible situation and he can still make me laugh. I don't understand. Charlie's so good at everything. I love him. He's beautiful. Dude, I was on the phone with my brother this morning and he said, you have one man crush and it's Charlie. He literally told that to me and he's right.
11 heart attacks? His music isn't going that hard that it's just sending people to an early grave. Like, yeah, he had a pretty crazy Fortnite concert, I guess, but kids weren't dropping like flies because it was just giving them a heart attack. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I thought, like, okay, maybe there was, like, overdoses or, like, a shooter or something. Aliens invaded. Like, how the fuck are this many people getting hurt and dying at that concert? It wasn't until after stream where I looked into it, and it is truly disgusting how avoidable this whole thing was.
Like every tragedy, to be fair, right?
First of all, it is Travis's fault. I see a lot of people defending him for some reason
Really?
on social media. Travis Scott is just as much to blame for this tragedy
no
as
idea.
everyone else around him.
Look, as far as I knew, all the background I have getting into this is people are talking about it like it's YouTube beef, even though they're like deaths. And I just knew there was a concert. I thought it was just like overpopulated and people died. That was all I knew. I had no idea.
I'm not going to share any videos for obvious reasons. It's really disturbing. There are just like golf cart ambulances going through the crowd with people dancing on top of them and preventing them from getting to the people that needed assistance. There's videos of people performing CPR in mass on a bunch of bodies around them because people were just literally falling over unconscious, needing to be resuscitated. There's a video of Travis Scott who is looking at someone's body being crowd surfed towards the front to get it out of the way. It's this guy's body and it's being pushed over everyone's head and Travis Scott is looking at it and continues to sing. Now that clip in particular is extremely popular and been floating around everywhere, but it's not the full clip. In the full clip, Travis Scott actually picks that guy out and tells security to pick him up and get him out of there. He noticed that he was unconscious and security was working their best to get him out of there. But then he goes right back to singing as they're trying to get him out, so people immediately start like fucking bumping and grinding on the people that are trying to get the body out.
Alright, dude. This is what I was saying before. It's a well-known thing. Clout is in fact what killed the dinosaurs. If it's your moment to shine, it's really hard to just decide, wait a second, people are dying here, we gotta stop. It's actually very scary. I did not realize he was able to stop it, and it's tragic that he didn't. Holy crap. The man needs to take responsibility for what he's creating. It's like people not wanting to blame Tana Mojo that she didn't realize people were getting heat stroke in line waiting for TanaCon a couple of years ago. It's like, it is absolutely her fault. Travis did an apology video too. This is what I mean. An apology video? People died. What apology video?
Working on the security guards trying to get a corpse out of there. And it doesn't make Travis look any better in my opinion, because it shows that he was very well aware that people were literally falling over unconscious at his concert and still continued to sing without trying to address it and maybe like giving it a break and trying to get the crowd reorganized so people would stop dying like that body he had just pointed out. Travis Scott on the stage can see the ambulance going through and he did nothing to stop the concert. He didn't say, whoa, let's all settle down. What's going on? Let's stop this. Travis Scott is just as much to blame for what happened here as everyone else. Now, the majority of the responsibility for the situation that happened falls on the organizers of the event. The cause of all of this was overcrowding. What was happening is people were dying from being pushed by the crowd. It's called crowd crush.
There are so many cases, like literally within the last year, of people dying and like overcrowding. Like it's an actual tragedy that this keeps happening.
Necessarily getting trampled, they were literally getting asphyxiated due to the pressure of all of the bodies around them constantly pushing on them. They couldn't breathe, so they were literally just standing and suffocating, from what I understand. What's even wilder is that this isn't even the first time it's happened at Astroworld. In 2019, 3 people died from a stampede. So they're clearly not very good at handling crowds. In fact, they don't do anything about it. There were so many videos of people begging the organizers last night to stop the concert and like get people to stop dying, and their response was no. It was like that scene in fucking Watchmen. They'll cry out for help and I'll whisper, no, we're going sicko mode. Like, it's fucking crazy.
My God.
Like, Travis Scott put out a tweet saying how devastated he is. Bro, you could literally see people dying from where you were on stage. You looked at a dead body. You looked at a corpse tweet saying how...
I'm absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to the families and those impacted by what happened at the Astroworld Festival. Well, yeah. Houston PD has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss. What does that mean? They have his support. Yeah, I support the people that are looking for corpses. I am committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the families in need. There's nothing you could do, man. Thank you to Houston PD, Fire Department, NRG Park for their immediate response and support. Love you all. Oh my god. What? This is what I mean. It's treated like a YouTuber apology. This man's seen one too many twitlongers, and he's like, okay, I guess this is what I do to stem the bleeding. I promise you, he cares more about the backlash he got than the 8 people that died. I don't know Travis Scott, so I'm not trying to make, like, a character assassination. I'm just trying to think, like, from the whole, like, clout perspective, this is a thing. It's crazy how often, well, thankfully not deaths, but mistakes like this happen, that they're like, oh, wait a second, gotta do a PR move to clear things up.
You literally gave it a walk-off song. This dude's dead body was being pushed over the crowd. Travis was looking at it and was like singing him into Valhalla. Like, you knew what was going on and still decided not to stop the concert. You are responsible. Travis Scott in 2015 and 2017 also had problems where he encouraged the crowd to like hop barricades and storm the stage, creating like a really unsafe concert environment. Travis Scott treats his concerts like he's still playing Fortnite and he's just trying to increase his kill-to-death ratio. It's fucking nuts.
Oh my god, that line was so fire! I don't want to laugh now because I'm like in shock that it was something this tragic. But Charlie, you're so funny by accident, dude. How can you be? Oh my god. I'm torn right now. My heart goes out so much to the people that were affected by all of this. But also, Charlie is literally the greatest person to grace YouTube ever. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. Ah! Oh my god, increasing the kill-to-death ratio for Travis concerts. That is it's so messed up, dude.
People that are trying to defend him are stupid. Like, you're just dumb. He is not an idiot. He could see all the chaos going out there. Ambulance, literally looking at a dead body. And he, at any point, could have said, whoa, let's fucking stop. Let's put the brakes on this operation here. Let's address what's going on and just maybe postpone the concert or reorganize people so we're not just this giant wave of meat that is killing people. Like, there was plenty of opportunity for him to stop.
He just said wave of meat without even cracking a smile. I love him.
But yes, I do agree. Travis Scott didn't design the venue himself. That responsibility falls on the organizers who, for some reason, have no idea how to handle crowds.
Yeah,
so they just have this massive group of people in an area that's too tight for them up front, and it caused the crowd crush. Now, I do understand that there were a lot of people that were entering the concert illegally, like they were hopping the fence and busting through the security checkpoints, so there were more people than anticipated, but there are still ways to combat that. There's absolutely things they could have done, such as stopping the concert when people started dying. People were begging them to stop the concert. The organizers, not just Travis Scott. There's a video of a girl who climbed up one of the camera towers and was telling him the situation. His response was, get the fuck down. Like, there were plenty of times where organizers could have stopped the concert. This isn't one of those situations where there was nothing they could do to stop what was happening. It's not like it was Thanos and it was inevitable or whatever. The Travis Scott concert isn't some kind of natural disaster like a hurricane where you can't go outside and just yell, hey, halt, stop, hurricane, and expect it to stop. But here, you absolutely could do that and expect it to stop because it's just a concert. Fucking lead singers walk off stage all the time and the concert ends on the spot. Like, Nickelback has walked off stage like 100 times because people throw tomatoes at them. Like you can stop it. You can. And they should have, because it would have really prevented the loss of life there, at least helped. I didn't know what crowd crush was until today, and then I read all about it. That is an absolutely agonizing, horrible way to die. It is a slow, painful, miserable death. They were dying standing up.
Oh my god, dude.
I can't even picture something like that, especially at a concert where you're supposed to be having fun. And it's not like the people in the crowd were maliciously pushing and shoving people. I'm not like blaming the crowd. This is a phenomenon that happens when the place is just too crowded and people just standing next to each other is enough to start putting too much pressure on people up in the middle, and they just start suffocating because they can't catch their breath anymore. It's the same thing that happened at like the Hillsborough disaster, I think it was called. That was I think 97 people died there, and it was the same thing. It was a crowd crush. People in the back were occupying too much space, so the people in the middle were starting to get suffocated from it. It's not like the people in the back were pushing and shoving on everyone. It's just people at walking speed or even standing still too close together makes it so that way the people in the middle just get absolutely blasted.
This is so sad. Oh my god.
It happens with like a bottleneck situation, or if the venue is just genuinely not big enough to handle the capacity. Or another thing I was reading about was a crowd collapse, which is when someone falls over and then that leads to other people falling over and then they start dying from asphyxiation at the bottom of like that pile. I don't think that was the case here. From what I've been reading, it was truly crowd crush, and it's a truly awful and sad situation that was easily avoidable. The concert could have been stopped at any moment when the hundreds of people started alerting them to the problems and the people that were dying. But they decided to continue with the concert for the whole duration, and now we're left with 300 injured and 8 confirmed dead. Fucking tragic.
Holy crap. 300 injured. Dude, hold up. You said he made an apology video too, Travis Scott?
I was an extra.
Travis Scott apology video. Let's go.
Because for a long time, YouTubers have had a monopoly on shitty apology videos. Until today.
True. Today, everything's about clout. Today, literally everything. Did people die at your concert? Get the twit longer ready. Talk to your PR team.
Travis Scott, the famous rapper most known for his McDonald's meal, the Travis Scott burger, has proven himself to be an innovator not only in avoidable concert-related deaths, but also in shitty apology videos. He posted his own bad apology video on Instagram today, and I thought it's only fair that we look at it. Now, I'm sure you already know, but Travis Scott was addressing the tragedy that happened at his concert Astroworld the night before, where 8 people died and 300 others were injured.
Just saying, by the way, I know that Charlie will probably never run for, like, a political position, but if he does, he has my heartfelt boner. I mean vote, okay? This man, the way he tackles subjects is so good. It's inspiring. Like, he does it with respect. He's also hilarious. Very infrequently can someone mix these two. Can someone be respectful and funny at the same time? And he is. Every time I watch a Charlie video, I have pre-cum from the heart, if you know what I'm saying.
This was due to a lot
You probably don't, but if you do.
of factors, but the main one being crowd crush. Crowd crush is when a huge crowd of people occupies a small space and everyone gets too close together and inadvertently starts pushing on each other, which suffocates people in the middle. They die from asphyxiation. Crowd crush is an agonizing and horrible death, which unfortunately 8 people suffered yesterday at his concert. I made a video going over this, and since then there's been a few people that went to my Twitch streams just to say Travis Scott did nothing wrong and bears no responsibility and called me a cuck. And I swear to God, if I have to read one of those brainlet takes one more time, I'm gonna go sicko mode. I will say again, while Travis Scott wasn't responsible for the conditions that caused the horrible crowd management and the crowd crushing, he had ample opportunity to pause the concert or stop the show altogether. People were saying Travis Scott didn't know what was going on, so had no reason to stop the concert. So I guess they just think Travis Scott is the dumbest man on the planet who performs with his eyes closed. I don't know.
Whenever you have like a group of just like people defending someone that they idolize, like they're blindly defending them, they get to the point that they're like,
Gamers, you don't understand, bro. You don't understand. He's not evil that he didn't stop the concert for personal clout.
he's just dumb. He didn't realize people were dying around him. Pff, you fool.
Just taken from the stage or some of the video from the stage, you can literally just see an ambulance going across the crowd because there's ambulances at all times throughout the concert because people were dropping over unconscious, literally dropping like flies. You were statistically more likely to die at the Travis Scott concert than you were shark attack, lightning strike, fucking driving in a destruction derby. Like, it was a lot of people falling unconscious and an ambulance pretty much at all times in the crowd. And the crowd, of course, dancing on top of the ambulance, all of which was visible from the stage. And also the crowd was begging the organizers as well as screaming at Travis to stop the concert. But even still, let's assume all of that. Travis didn't see the ambulance. He didn't see or hear anyone begging him to stop the concert. There is a clip that I mentioned in my video where Travis Scott literally tells security to get one of the unconscious bodies out of there. He noticed that one of the guys was fallen unconscious or something. He asked security to get him out. Security is crowd surfing the guy's body out of the venue as Travis Scott is watching and singing at the body.
Yeah, baby.
Literally giving it a walk-off song. Travis Scott knew people were falling unconscious, as evident from that one clip alone, and he still chose not to pause, take a break, or stop the concert. He bears a lot of responsibility, and Travis Scott has stopped concerts before for much less. There's a very popular clip that's now floating around where Travis Scott crowd surfed and got his shoes taken, and he stopped the concert on the spot to spit on the guy that took his shoes and tell the crowd to beat his ass.
Oh, God. If that's not the most hypocritical thing I've ever heard in my life, that's unbelievable. Oh, my Lord. There is no coming back from this, okay? Dude's shoes get stolen, stops the concert. People are literally dying around him. There are crowd surfing corpses. And the man's like, party on! Woo! The pettiness of these people.
But Travis Scott has stopped concerts for his shoes, but doesn't stop it for the loss of life. So he values shoes more than people's lives, I guess, more than his fans' lives.
See, chat, someone just said Travis Scott is canceled. I imagine you're joking, but this is what I've been trying to say here, okay? Like, for a while now. And I haven't seen anyone, like, really talk about it this way, because I might be mistaken. I don't understand why people are treating this like it's internet beef. Apology videos and clout chasing, and he's on the right, he's in the wrong. He's canceled. People died, okay? This isn't YouTuber made bad content, okay? This isn't Nikocado Avocado fakes heart attack and then eats 12 burgers.
That's the impression I get. Travis Scott bears responsibility, accept it, stop defending him, stop puffing that copium. Now, with that being said, let's check out his apology video.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time.
So we can help the system?
You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with...
Especially the live ones, am I right?
Man, you can tell this clip is serious because he put the black and white filter on it, fuck. You can tell it's really getting to him. This whole apology video looks like he was just woken up out of a deep slumber and forced to make this by, like, his lawyer or something. Like, hey, get the fuck out of bed, we need you to make an apology video. And he's, like, still sleepy. He's like, oh, fuck, okay. Hey, guys, sorry. And he's, like, rubbing his face really hard, hoping to get 1 or 2 tears to come out, but they just won't fall. He can't get the tears flowing. It seems more like he's annoyed than sad. Like, this is how I react when my dog takes a shit on the carpet. It's like, oh, fuck, it's on the carpet, which means I'm gonna need to use, like, nature's miracle or something to get it off. It's gonna be a big mess. Oh, Jesus.
Anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need,
What is that? That's fake news, bro. That's literal fake news. He didn't stop the show. He saw corpses crowd surfing. Oh, anytime somebody needs a thing. Yo, it's so dangerous that power is in the hands of idiots.
Yeah, but you didn't. You did identify someone who was unconscious. You identified someone's lifeless body and told security to get out of there. And then you started singing to the body and then continued on the show. Like, you immediately just went into a song. So, I mean, you did identify it. And, I mean, I guess you got them the help they needed, getting them crowd surfed out of there. But you didn't stop the show. Even after finding that, you still continued.
I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone.
Okay, dude, stop rubbing your face.
City, Houston, HPD.
The rubbing face, the black and white filter, the weird static rain vibes in the background. This dude, honestly, holy crap.
Fire department, everyone to, help us.
He's like a child. This is like child acting.
If you have any information, please just contact your local authorities.
Yeah, every single person involved in Astro World here needs to be held accountable. The second people started breaking through security checkpoints and climbing fences to flood the venue, they should have taken precautions to pause the concert, delay it, or something, because they were not equipped to handle that capacity, and this is the natural result of that. It's a true fucking
Tricky. He's saying it doesn't feel genuine. You're right, it's not genuine. The dude's like, wow, this is a PR disaster. I can't believe people ruined my reputation by dying in my concerts. This man is more angry at the people that died than at himself.
And everybody, Travis Scott included, needs to be held accountable for what happened here. Now, I did read reports that there was someone who injected a security guard with a needle, which caused the security guard to pass out. I don't know if there was some kind of, like, fucking supervillain there injecting people with something.
What?
But even if that was the case and not everything was related to crowd crush, there was still plenty of people recognizing all of these unconscious bodies and should have stopped the concert. If anything, that would be more reason to stop the concert, and they still chose not to, which is an even higher level of negligence.
Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed of what's going on.
What's to be updated and informed? Like, why is he worried about that? He's worried about identifying and informing. Like, that's really, like, not the point here. There are some things that an Uno reverse card doesn't fix, bro. God damn. And also, why does he, like, keep rubbing his face and closing his eyes?
Love you all.
As is standard practice for apology videos, there isn't an apology. There's no "I'm sorry." It's crazy. Every single fucking apology video ever, for some reason, lacks the most basic apology. A simple "I'm sorry." Nothing. None of that present here. And I just wanted to go over it. It's not like a very informative video or anything like interesting, but it just shows how disconnected celebrities are, that this seemed like a good idea to him.
Not just celebrities, bro. The disconnect clout ratio is definitely a thing. The more clout, the more disconnected, and that's for literally everyone on the planet. Oh god, it's so sad. It's so sad. When I say everyone, obviously there's exceptions like Charlie, which is why I have a massive crush on him. But yeah, aside from him.
At no point do I get the impression he truly cares about what happened. It seems more like he's worried about potential lawsuits that he's going to face. And not potential, the inevitable lawsuits that he and his team will face.
That's it.
It seems like something that he was forced to make.
That's what I was saying.
Is pretty clear by how uninterested he looks in the video. And it's so baffling. Why even bother at this point? He made a Twitter statement. Why did he even bother making this when he clearly doesn't seem to care that much? He doesn't even take responsibility at all. So, I mean, I just wanted to at least show this since he did post this apology video on Instagram. And yeah, that's about it. So, yeah.
Dude! Yeah, that was messed up. He only cares about money and popularity. Yes, indeed. It's an actual travesty, and the fact that people are talking about it like it's YouTuber beef is just sad. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam!